I'm Sally Mills of Lavolta and Lavolta Principles, and this is our final digital bullet of the Digital Bullets 2010 series. Hope you've really enjoyed and would really like your feedback. Thanks so much. Is there a cliché, a wank word or a hot air concept bandied around in digital that really annoys you? What is it and why?
No, it drives most people mad. Things like branded conversations. Branded conversation. Who wants one of them?
The idea that TV and broadcast media is irrelevant and dead, I have to say, really pisses me off.
Hits gives me the shits, to quote David Leckie, or to paraphrase David Leckie. Just don't use hits. That really gives me the shits. Unique browsers, we need to abolish that. It's ridiculous, and it's done its dash.
The term that really does annoy me is viral, and reason being is that a lot of clients think viral equals free, and meaning that they don't need to invest the money in setting up a great idea, and they can just use their TBC to let the word spread out there and make sure that consumers are seeing what they are putting forward. With viral, you do have to invest, and the reason to invest is to make sure that the idea is strong enough to stand by itself.
Agency. I'm a web developer, and what really annoys me is when people call me, you're from an agency, because I'm not. The way I differentiate is that I'm looking to create long-term, sustainable communities and platforms that really generate results over a long, long time, and it just pisses me off, this notion of campaigns, agencies, search engine optimization. It's so short-sighted.
I'd love to get rid of unique browsers. You know, at the moment there are 51 million unique browsers in Australia, which is, you know, some 30 million more than the population. It means absolutely nothing. So if in the next year we can stop talking about unique browsers, I'll be very happy.
The first one is social networks. I mean, we all speak about it like it's this brand new amazing thing, when in fact we've had social networks for hundreds of years. I can't stand it. I think it's a stupid word. We should not use it. The second one is frenemy. Frenemy. Google is my frenemy. Who invented that? That's just a dumb word.
Augmented reality.
Social media experts has to be my ultimate wank word. I really hate that term. And anybody that calls themselves an evangelist. So you either have the experience or you don't.
Open source actually annoys me sometimes, not the actual movement in itself, but more the way people use the term. So for example, the Australian government has favoured an open source content management system, which is only really supported and developed by one company, so it's really not, you know, what I would call open source. So I think the term is misused and used for commercial gain, where it should, in its truest sense, be, you know, open to everybody.
I guess my current bugbear would be the lack of awareness and education of how critical the mobile channel is within digital right now. It's a mass market channel. Users obviously get it. You only need to look at the proliferation of smartphones, the number of applications that have been downloaded within the last 18 months. Consumers get it. Agencies still don't.
Maybe calling someone themselves calling an entrepreneur. I mean, we're all finding our feet in the industry. It's fairly new. Entrepreneur, I think, is generally a wank term. You work on a good idea and a good concept. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. You just got to have a good idea and want to execute it well.
I think social media strategists in general, or the idea of that, have begun to grate, and I think everyone needs to embrace it, and everyone needs to find a way to incorporate it into their everyday, rather than employing so-called experts to do it for them.
I think Web 2, actually. I constantly hear Web 2 being bandied around like it happened yesterday, but it was actually coined in 1999.
In terms of current ones, we obviously need to invent some new ones, because I can't think of any right now, or maybe I'm just too used to using them.
My nomination for wank word is the word solution. Everything in digital seems to be a solution, and that to me seems too simple and too restrictive. There's almost always more than one right answer to any question.
Look, there's a lot of wank words in the industry that annoy me, and a lot of potential concepts that annoy me, but I think the thing that annoys me most is those companies that create the next big thing and come out with this great idea only to find out that they haven't done their research properly and it was invented or done 5 or 6 years ago.